up this Philadelphia night. So, try to make this a short one. Ain't these energies funny, y'all? This is a real interesting time that we in right now, but stay strong out here, guys, because the intention is to project some of the insecurities that we already knew were there, but it's being transformed right now. It's being transformed. So we already know the sun is in Taurus. Let's really look at the moon for a second. And let's really focus in on what is being asked of what's being asked of us, you know. Moon right now is in Scorpio, and Pluto is direct. So let's talk about Scorpio for a second. Home in Mars, and Pluto is sitting right there as a co-ruler, adding that sprinkle of transformation. You know, Scorpio is fixed water, fixated water, where the emotions are deep, very, very, very deep to the point where sometimes the emotions don't like to be seen, but they're still felt. They're damn sure still felt, you know. But they want to do something. Scorpio likes to do something about these feelings, because the feelings that transform them, you know, transform them from the inside and out, to the point where their emotions are frozen, or at least you can't see them, but they still feel them. If you pay attention to the emblem, the glyph, Scorpio, it looks just like Virgo, right? With the M. But see, Virgo has an M and then an inverted loop. Scorpio has an M and then a tail. Look, there it goes again, all the way in the back. It has a loop, it has an M and then a tail. But just like Virgos, Scorpios have this innate rush, this innate feeling to perfect oneself. See, Virgo is going within to self-improve. The pureness of self-improvement for perfection's sake. You know, because without it, Virgo feels incomplete. But Scorpios do it for the need for vengeance. Where have you trespassed me lately? How have you trespassed me lately? Should I get you back for your trespasses? Should I sting you back for your trespasses? You know, what you did hurt me. What you did made me go deep within and think hard about what am I going to do about this situation? How should I feel about this situation? Y'all notice a lot of Scorpios look left, they come across left-brained, and that's partially because of that Libra cusp. Just like Virgos, well, Virgos actually are left-brained, but they're Earth, you know. But Virgos and Scorpios, they share some of the traits from Libra, and so should I say Libra gave some of the traits, because remember, Libra is a cardinal point. So Libra is a main energy, and it shaves off energy to its constituents. I'm calling them constituents. They're not necessarily constituents, but it shaves off energy to its children, which are some of the surrounding chakras. And then they develop their own natures, the mutables, the fixed, right? But the cardinal points are the ones that initiate and create that brand new way of experiencing that force, that elemental aspect. So both Virgo and Scorpio get a little bit of that analytical energy from Libra, and you'll see both Virgos and Scorpios, they're both dealing with that influence of Saturn. Although Saturn is not home in Virgo and Saturn is not home in Scorpio, the influence of Saturn being shined down and extracted out of their being. They can't even control it. They couldn't control it if they wanted to. You know, Scorpios understand that they have to merge both the left and the right brain. They understand that they have to merge both the level that they're on, earth, the ground, their stature, their economic value, their stature, their economic value, whatever material aspects that they have to conjure together. And they know that they have to combine that with their rationality. They have to combine it with logic in order to survive into this world, you know, because Mars is where the home is. Okay, so Scorpios definitely know how to write a book of the art of war. And war is mostly intellect than it is brute strength. Virgos understand the same thing, but they attack it from a different angle. But I'm bringing up Virgos to give you an idea of how you should look at the Scorpio moon, especially it being a full moon, because just like women, when they're on their period and they're releasing, the moon is releasing new spirits, new energies for us all to experience. And thus the fact that Scorpio is here projecting onto us that fixed water, we need to go within. We need to go deep within and see what it is that we internally have to go to war with. See what it is that we internally, Pluto, have to transform in order to survive whatever onslaught is in front of us. And then transfer that energy, transmute that energy, alchemize that energy into, for what purpose? The sun. Because what is the sun asking? For you to go within again, but to go within for the purpose to project back out. Taurus. What about structure and materialistic gains and just material in of itself is relevant in today's life? Who is relevant towards material and structure? Why are they relevant? And internally, does it benefit to involve myself or involve others? Or is it worth it to continue to be fixated on these means, dealing with and going about structure? Maslow's hierarchy of needs: food, water, shelter, and the people, places, and things that revolve around Maslow's hierarchy of needs. What is important to you? Why are they important? And for me to be fixated on these things, does it benefit at the end of the day? And going back to the moon with Pluto there, if it does not benefit, should I go within and transform these things within, so that way it will ultimately be transmuted on the outside for the greater good? All right? So that is, in short, Sun in Taurus, Moon in Scorpio 2026, okay? Stay tuned for more. It's real out here. It's real. But we can continue to survive the tide if we stay focused on love, stay focused on support, stay focused on strength, strengthening self, strengthening the mind, body, and spirit together. Ashe.